At the beginning of January, myself and the 53 other guys on our team tripped down to Austin for a preseason training trip that we then coupled with a service where we collected shoes for Soles for Souls. It was a great opportunity not only to get the season rolling with a bunch of the guys. We practiced 2 times a day for a week, but we also hosted a youth clinic.
Kyle Hartzell, who's the head coach at University of Texas, said that he used to do this thing where they collect shoes and they give it to what's called Soles for Souls. And after looking up the company and seeing kind of what they do and how they use these shoes to give back to not only local communities but around the world, it was a phenomenal thought process.
The idea there is you get a bunch of youth athletes coming out to play, and kids are growing. They have so many shoes that a pair of cleats doesn't fit anymore. Need a new pair of basketball shoes, tennis shoes. So I think in having those kids out in the youth clinic, in our flyers, we were able to tell them, bring any shoes that you really don't use anymore that could potentially be sitting in the back of a closet, or you've outgrown, or maybe siblings have outgrown. And then we collected all those from the kids that came, and then we actually donated those to the organization Soles for Souls, who then sort of distribute from there.
And so we said, now we can combine a couple things. One, let's give back to the community. Everybody's got a pair of shoes that they always want to get rid of in their closet, right? 2, let's have a vibrant, exciting, youth clinic for kids. Anybody's invited, little girls, little boys, it doesn't matter. So we had a bunch of folks come out, and it was just is a special time for us. So we're really glad to be able to give back to the community.
I was fortunate enough to always have a pair of shoes, a pair of cleats to be able to go out there and play the game I love, or just run around in general and play around with your friends. So I think I took a step back and realized that being able to collect these shoes, it made me really think about the position that I'm in, and being able to help people that I might not necessarily know, but I know that will be extremely happy with the gift that they're getting.
It made me feel awesome to give back to a community, and growing up in like a household where community service is like a big deal, and doing like the turkey drives every Thanksgiving. It's just like always a good feeling to give back to people who are underserved and just don't have the same opportunities that I'm given and that a lot of people that I know are given.
We have 3 G's that we kind of live by: grit, growth, and gratitude. And I think this really has to do with the gratitude part. Giving back to our community is something that we love to do, and this is just one of the examples. I think that our coach has really emphasized that we need to grow as a team. We need to be able to go into games and compete, but we need to be good people off the field. And our development is not just development of lacrosse players, but it's development as people as a whole. How you're going to leave here after 4 years of being a Colgate lacrosse member is what Coach Colgate is really focused on, and I think this university has done a great job being able to mold young men and women into being the next future generation of leaders.
I think it really stems from our head coach, Coach Carwick. I mean, since I've been here, we've always done stuff to give back to communities. So, for instance, my freshman year, we went down to Tallahassee, Florida, and we rebuilt a fire station, like quite literally rebuilt a fire station that had been destroyed in a hurricane there. So similar thing. And that's just something that we as a team preach all the time, especially in a community as small as Colgate. We get so much from this university and from the community at large, and any little thing that we can do to give back, we're always looking for those things to do. And then to be able to do that on like a larger stage in separate states outside of Hamilton, New York, is huge. And it builds the Colgate lacrosse brand, and it's really not a facade, because it's sort of who we are all the time, and to be able to show that on a larger stage is a really great thing for us.